Managed Family Chiropractor.
Good evening, Ehtar fans. Welcome into another edition of Ehtar Soccer here on Prepcast.com. My name is Michael Wagenknecht, joined alongside by Bob Richards for a heavyweight clash here in the Midwest Premier League as BOHFS comes in to Belleville to take on the Ehtar FC squad. And Bob, this one has classic written all over it after what these two put together last year.
Absolutely. This is a heavyweight match tonight, Michael. And it's good to see you again, my friend, and be with you on this call. And you brought me out for the big match tonight.
Hey, we got to bring you out for the big ones because we need it. We need all the support we can get. But, yeah, this one is going to be a lot of fun. BOHFS took down Ehtar in Game 1 last year. Only regular season loss that Ehtar had last season. They ended up tying a little bit later on in the year on July 13th. It was a 0-0 draw in that one. So Ehtar looking for that first victory against BOHFS.
And BOHFS turned out to be an Open Cup team last year. And that is big medicine in this part of the world.
That certainly is. Union Omaha, who they took on in the Open Cup, was right over in my neck of woods over at Lindenwood University. So they've got a lot of firepower on their squad as well. As they're running through starting lineups right now for these two teams. For BOHFS, it'll be Mateus Pereira in net, Jack Griffiths, Jackson Schrum, Adam Kowalski, Alex Sierra-Mataro, Kyle Genenbacher, Eric Rajoy, Al-Sadiq Hassan, Adam Knight, Brian Bement, and Kevin Van Ralton for BOHFS. And some of those names are pretty familiar to soccer fans across the area, especially when you look at a guy like Al-Sadiq Hassan, who had some time in the TST with dueling for Lincoln, as well as his teammate in Bement. And for Hassan, he was a star at SIUE, ended up winning the Jack Blake Award back in 2023, helped his team to a conference regular season and tournament title with the Cougars. He's a guy that you have to keep your eye on.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of firepower on the pitch tonight for both teams, and got a good crowd filling in the stands below it. Perfect evening for a soccer match.
Well, everybody riding the high of the U.S. men's national team victory today over Australia, and they want to keep the party going, and no better place to do that than right here at Althoff Catholic High School at an Ehtar game. Starting lineup for Ehtar, Jake Offerman will get the start in net. Anton Mosley, Michael Hodgson, Jermaine Mentor, the captain, Mario Garcia, Luca Bartoni back with Ehtar again this year. Alex Peters, Jack Schwerin, Gibson Hunt, Gavin English, and Adam Boykin. We'll step aside for the national anthem, and we'll get you set for game time right after this here on Prepcast. Welcome back to Althoff Catholic High School, getting set for Ehtar and BOHFS in this MWPL matchup. We talked a little bit about BOHFS, Bob, but on the flip side, it's Ehtar. They were the champion of this division last year. Came into it this season kind of not getting a whole lot of love. They weren't even ranked in the top rankings for the MWPL this year, and that's because Scott Gallagher was kind of taking off all of those votes. But this Ehtar team went in there last week and beat Gallagher.
And knocked him off. How about that? So you got to defend your home turf. This is a big game. You want to win at home against a top-flight talent. And you look at the table here, Michael, only a few points separating first from fourth. So 3 points is big tonight.
It certainly is. Ehtar sitting in fourth right now in the Gateway East with those 9 points, but it's Scott Gallagher sitting up there with the 12, so a victory here tonight could put them into that tie for first place. Barring games tomorrow, this is the only game on the docket tonight in the Gateway East, so Ehtar has a chance to get themselves back up to the top of the table and reestablish kind of their control here in the MWPL.
And if I got this right here, Michael, Gallagher's got one game. They played one more game, so Ehtar's got a game in hand in this table. So, again, 3 points off the pace, and with a game in hand, I'll take that.
Gallagher, BOHFS, and United Capital City all have played 5 games already. They're the 3 teams that sit ahead of Ehtar. United Capital has that victory against Ehtar to start the season. They're sitting at 10 points. BOHFS sitting at 11, 3-0-2 on their docket. They are on a 2-game winning streak, obviously unbeaten in their 5. They had a couple of ties, including that one against United Capital City 2-2 earlier this season. For Ehtar, they're on a 3-game winning streak. It was that FC Kirkwood victory on May 30th that kind of got things rolling for this Ehtar team. And talking to head coach Tim Mosby, that first game of every season is always the toughest because you've only maybe had a practice with some of these players, and at that point, you may not even have some of your players in. Luca Bartoni didn't get into the squad until the last game.
Yeah, and they've got a refreshed roster, but all these teams, there's a little churn every year, and it's going to take a little while to get your sort of feet underneath you as a team, as a coaching staff, and I think Ehtar is really starting to show their true chops now as we get deeper into the season.
Well, they have been the cream of the crop when it comes to semi-pro soccer as of late in the MPSL and now here in the MWPL. And just looking at the rosters of both these teams, it's littered with players that have really succeeded at the top levels. You've got kids from Bradley and Notre Dame. Kyle Genenbacher, the Irish captain this past year, just graduated. He is playing for BOHFS this season. He played with St. Charles FC a couple years ago as well, so he has really been a big proponent of soccer here in the area. You've got a lot of players that went to Lindenwood that they saw success last year winning the OVC Conference Tournament, playing with these players, and really now on the opposite side because you've got a player like Henrique Peristrello that plays for BOHFS that was teammates with Luca Bartoni last year.
So they're going to shake hands after the match, but when the whistle blows here in a second, it's going to be a competitive game.
That's the beauty of these summer leagues is you could be playing with people that are your opponents during the regular collegiate season, and you got to become teammates very, very quickly in the summer.
There you go.
We are underway here in this one as Ehtar will have control early on. Patience here early from Ehtar. We've seen them really go on the attack early to start this season. See if they can pick out something early against this BOHFS squad. If you're BOHFS, you got to prevent Ehtar from getting going. They are a fast team when they want to be, and if you can hold them at bay early on, you get a better chance of beating them. I'll give you the BOHFS players as we can. Some players didn't have jersey numbers listed, so we're going to try to piece those together as the game goes on. Currently a hold possession on their back third. Cycle it all the way back to their keeper, Pereira.
I don't know if we mentioned it to our viewers, Michael, but the BOHFS are in their white, going right to left in this first half. Ehtar in their gold and black shorts, black socks, going left to right.
And as we talk about at the start of every game, both jerseys have numbers we can read.
There you go, especially for my age. Yeah, you and I have done this long enough to know that can be very challenging when those numbers blend into the jerseys.
These teams have listened to broadcasts and they
go.
understand.
There you go.
Ehtar after the throw in. It's Mentor here on the near side, captain of this squad, and he's been with them for a while. Actually spent some time with BOHFS. He was a part of that Open Cup roster. They brought him in, and that just gives you an understanding of what his talent and leadership bring that you got a program like BOHFS that sees it, recognizes it, and says, hey, we want to bring you in for a high-profile tournament like the Open Cup. And cycles to the outside. It'll be another throw-in for Ehtar. Trying to set the tone early. This one drifts into Pereira, the keeper for Harris Stowe the last couple of years.
Bit of a dangerous pass there.
Both teams trying to feel each other out. They both know how important this game is.
Nice ball over the top. And that's going to stay in.
Delay in play here as the
referee's going to be keeping time on the field here, Michael, as the scoreboard here at the stadium seems to have locked up a little bit.
It's a bit of a warm day here in the 80s. Still a nice night for soccer. BOHFS will try to chip that into the offensive third. Nice defense there on the back end by Adam Boykin. He'll pop that one forward, looking for Bartoni. So he'll drift all the way back to the BOHFS back line. Now Pereira on the near side. Again, patience early by this BOHFS squad. They are a team that can put the ball into the back of the net, though. Started off the season with a 6-0 victory as they look for one here. Racing in quickly is Kevin Van Raalten.
Yeah, we're going to have our first set piece of the match here. The corner kick.
Van Raalten, one of the top scorers on this BOHFS squad. He's got 3 goals, had 2 goals against 314 SC to open the season, 1 minute apart on the scoreboard.
He showed some good speed as he jumped into the 18 there.
So the first set piece coming, it'll be a left-footed in swinger.
And BOHFS have a couple players right inside the 6.
Headed out nicely by the Ehtar defense. Be another opportunity for BOHFS to set up offensively. Be a deep throw in. We got an Ehtar player down, but popping back up. That's Anton Mosley.
This is going to be a long throw. Again, an Ehtar player is favoring his back. It looks like he's going to.
Looks like the referee.
It's going to send him off.
And Lucas Cross is going to send him to the sideline, asking for medical. So the athletic trainer is going to come over and take a quick peek at Anton Mosley. That's a big loss for Ehtar if he has to leave this game. It's a big loss right now on this deep throw in. Ehtar will be able to get a substitute in. So they will not be down a player here for this deep throw in. This will be Jackson Schrum that will push this one in.
Got a BOHFS player going down inside the 6 as there's a little bit of a jostling for position. Don't see much of that in international soccer, do you?
Not a whole lot. Mentor bodying him. Offerman punches that one out. It's headed forward. BOHFS still has possession. Kick free by Bartoni. Shot attempt there by Schrum. Gets blocked. Now into the middle. Ushered out there by Peters. Now back to the BOHFS back line. Popping that one up and out of play for a BOHFS throw in. That's off the head of Gibson Hunt. Throw in back to the BOHFS defense. It will work the field around. Siamataro comes back to the near side. Kowalski. Now looking for Hassan on the run. Picked up there by Knight. Knight, a former Ehtar player, knows this program well. Going to score on some familiar soil, but it's broken up. Chipped forward. Bartoni trying to get on the end of that one. He can't.
Good foot race here.
It'll be brought back to Pereira. Whistle and a foul going against Ehtar.
Seen some good early ball movement here, Michael, from both teams.
You can see the skill level on both sides. They are looking for those small little creases, but they're not forcing anything early on.
Yep, I agree. Looking for those channels.
One popped up. We got a high boot going against Jack Schwerin.
Referee's got a quick whistle here tonight.
Yeah, Lucas Cross, the referee. Casey Boaz, Nathan Schock, the ARs. Tyler Blair, the fourth official here tonight. Jack Schwerin, if that's a name that's familiar to Ehtar fans, he's been a part of this program the last couple of years. Dealt with an injury a couple years back. Spent some time in the USL2 as well. He's kind of been all over the map when it comes to soccer, both semi-professionally and at the collegiate level. He's played for a couple of Ohio Valley Conference squads, including Western Illinois last year. But he just lives and breathes soccer. Had him on.
That's a 50-50 ball won by BOHFS. Such a big part of the game, Michael, winning those 50-50s. Maintain possession.
Especially if you can win him on the offensive side of the midfield. Really keeps that pressure on the back. And now quickly up. It is Boykin. He'll slice that one into the front. That one kicked out there.
English trying to get on the end of that one.
If my eyes are correct, I believe that is Kyle Genenbacher. Again, captained the Irish last year. Played under Coach Mosby over at St. Charles FC a couple years ago. See how Coach Mosby decides to defend against a player he knows a little bit about. Long throw in, deep into the box, headed out. Flicked on up top, Ehtar with possession at Schwerin. He'll put a left-footed shot in. That one off the head of Mentor. Ehtar retains possession momentarily, but it's broken up. Pushed forward by Van Ralten. He battles through a defensive play there, and that one's going to be pushed out by Hunt. Van Ralten gets to it, keeps it alive. Hunt, nice dish to Gavin English. He is pressured there by Van Ralten. Still has possession. He'll move it up.
Referee plays the advantage.
Big time strength there from Gavin English. Now Bartoni in the middle of Schwerin.
Looking for some support, he finds it.
This ball squad does a nice job getting back as a defensive unit in the middle, and English wasn't making the run. Chested down and handed off to Schrum. This is Bement. Outside for Hassan. Bement and Hassan both played with dueling for Lincoln in the TST.
Yeah, some good defense there.
Both these squads are very fundamentally sound on every aspect of the game, whether it's offensively, midfield play, defensively, in the net. You can see why they battled to a 0-0 draw last year, and then it was just a 1-0 victory for BOHFS last year to open the season.
You have to make some quick decisions out there, Michael, because the pace here is, you'll get pressured with the ball really quick.
Near side for English. Trying to direct traffic. He'll lay it off to Peters. Now quickly in for Bartoni.
That's a good ball from Peters.
Bartoni on the outside, 2 on him. Out to Peters. He will send that one into the box. Brought down by Schwerin. Correction, that was Garcia, and that one sent well wide and out by Michael Hodgson. So he tried to put a shot on net. Michael Hodgson picked up a red card in the 11th minute against STLDA a couple games back. Team had to play down a man pretty much the entire game. Still came away with a victory. He's a former McKendree Bearcat. Played 72 games over the course of 4 years. In fact, he played every single game over the last 3 seasons of his collegiate career. So he's a guy that when he's in the game, you know he's going to be in the game. The Ehtar Mummy mascot trying to get the fans fired up here. As Ehtar has it in the middle with Schwerin. A couple of nice moves. He'll dish that one to the outside. He takes a bit of a collision.
Nice run down the far side. That's going to run across the byline.
Yeah, Hunt just a bit too heavy on that last touch. But on that side, you've got to be very careful about Gibson Hunt and Adam Boykin. Both have incredible bursts of speed. You can really make things happen down that wing.
Yeah, that last little touch just failed him. Skipped across this fast turf. Still looking for our first big goal-scoring opportunity.
BOHFS had the one corner kick. Didn't really result in too much. That's been about it. And Ralton trying to track that one down.
It's going to stay onside.
Nice overlapping run. Opportunity to send it into the box. That one's going to go out of play as Offerman sees it go over the top of goal.
All your banking needs, Associated Bank.
Be a goal kick for Jake Offerman.
And BOHFS got some size up top, up front. We'll see how that plays into this game. Those aerial battles.
Almost have to stay out of those set piece opportunities if you're Ehtar. Don't give them a chance to set things up, get those bodies forward. But you know anything about guys like Jermaine Mentor and Luca Bartoni, size does not necessarily matter to them. They are so good at their positioning that they are usually the ones that will win those 50-50 battles in the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, Michael. If you can get the leverage and the positioning on your opponent, it goes a long way to winning the ball.
That's what we saw in that Japan game a couple of days ago. They continued to have that ball cross into the box, even though they were heavily outmatched by the size, and then they ended up scoring the tying goal on a header.
Exactly.
This one will drift back to Pereira. 7-5-2 record last year, 4 shutouts with Harris Stowe. .87 goals against average, .824 save percentage for the Hornets.
And they had a very good season.
You can hear some of their games right here on Prepcast. That's kind of why we know some of these players. Here's English. Nice step over move, trying to get a little bit of space into the box off the hand of Pereira. That's going to roll towards the end line. It's going to go out for a corner. Yes, it will. Good looking pass there from English. No Ehtar player could get on the end of that one, but it results in a corner kick.
Right footed in swinger.
Gotta be careful of Bartoni making chaos in the middle, and that may allow a guy like Mentor. We saw that in their game against Kirkwood. He ended up getting a goal off a set piece as he makes a run towards the near post. Back post, that one going to go out of play, is putting a bit of a shove to the back there as Zach Lawrence went down. He was trying to find that head ball, and he got a little shove in the back.
Yeah, Lawrence went tumbling there into the 6-yard box.
No foul called on that one, so it'll be a goal kick for BOHFS. It's about 16 minutes into this first half. No score between these two squads. Near side for Genenbacher. He will send it forward, looking for Hassan. That one's headed out by Lawrence. And now popped up. Dement. Couple of touch passes. Bartoni comes in to disrupt that one. Now here's Schwerin. Wanted to go 1-on-4, decides to slow it down. Now moves into the middle. Mosley cuts forward. He's loose in the middle, surrounded by a quartet of BOHFS players. Gets it out to Bartoni. Into the box, looking far side. That one chested down, couldn't reach it. Was Garcia. as BOHFS was able to clear that one away.
Yeah, Garcia crashing through the 18-yard box. Just missed getting in on the end of that one.
Now it's taken away at midfield. Here comes BOHFS.
Counterattack.
Hassan cuts to the middle. Low shot deflected by Mentor and cleared away. Now an opportunity to counter for Ehtar. Here's English. He will slow things down as BOHFS again has numbers back. Let's step over outside to Bartoni. Into the box. Strong service, but cleared out by the defense. It'll be a throw in for Ehtar on the near side.
Nice job by English to take that ball inside there, Michael. They gave him the invitation as they try to shut off Bartoni on the far wing.
That just shows you how dangerous he is, as they will leak to that side and he can pull things away and open up opportunities for his teammates. We've seen that pretty much wherever he's been, whether it's Maryville, Lindenwood, USL2 play with Ehtar last year. Annenbacher looking for an outlet. We'll get this one in. Gets it right back near side. Slips it into Bement. Dishes it off. Schrum was able to shield Bartoni off. Now Bement in the middle. He is pushed off there as he and Boykin will battle it out. A little bit of a wrestling match there. Both players stay on their feet. Whistle blows. We talked about the other night being a former Ehtar player. Brian Bement also a former Ehtar player as well. This will drift all the way back to Offerman on the restart. $18.5 into this first half. Both teams still probing each other out, trying to find that opening. I feel like Ehtar's gotten more of the open runs than BOHFS, but BOHFS has been able to kind of power their way in.
Yeah, the Ehtar players have found some space. BOHFS looking more of a counterattack type activity in this first half. That's nice work of the ball there.
The quick movement, Bartoni to the outside, English into the box, looking for a header. It's only going to find a BOHFS head. This one will drift near the sideline, kept in nicely, but it's going to find its way to Peters. He'll put it towards the front of the net, Schwerin with the goal.
How about that cross?
Perfectly placed, and Ehtar takes the lead. It's Jack Schwerin off the assist from Alex Peters, and it's Ehtar that strikes first.
Peters whips that ball right across the face of goal. Schwerin there to jam it past the keeper. That is a nice piece of work there, Michael.
Well, we were talking about it. Ehtar has gotten those runs into space, and Schwerin came in unmarked. It was the keep in here on the near side, too, where that ball was going to go out for potentially a throw-in for Ehtar, but just keeping it alive and sending it downfield. Found its way to Peters, though, and he wasted no time in serving it into the box. And this is exactly how Ehtar has done it this year. They've started off fast. Yeah, it's 20 minutes into the first half, but it's still fast in comparison to how they've played in years past. And now it's BOHFS that's going to be on the back foot looking for the equalizer.
Yeah, the beauty of that cross, Michael, was the pace that was on it, the height that was on it. It wasn't one of those floaters you have to go up and battle for. It was like a one-hopper right to him. And again, just in on the keeper and able to jam it past him.
Schwerin's second goal of this season. Scored against Scott Gallagher last week. Now it's BOHFS looking to make something happen. They give it away. It's Bartoni. He's starting to get ahead of steam. He is pushed down. Does get it outside to Mosley. Mosley, he is grabbed. They're going to play advantage. This will come back if he doesn't make something happen. Yeah. Whistle will blow, and a yellow card is shown here. A clear goal-scoring opportunity as Mosley was going to be in, and a grab there. So a yellow card for BOHFS, and now another opportunity for Ehtar with a look to goal.
I think the referee did an excellent job there of looking to see if that could play on. Situation would evolve. It didn't, so he's going to pull the ball back and award a set piece here.
New sponsor this year, Drive Force Auto Plaza.
Well, Ehtar wastes no time sometimes where they get that goal and then they just go after the next and they go after the next. And they've got an opportunity here about 30 yards out.
30 yards out. Do you take a crack?
Oh, 100%.
You're not playing this hot summer league if you're not going to take a crack at it.
Exactly. Wall is being set. 3-man wall for BOHFS. Mosley Bartoni in there, looking to maybe make a move. So does Mentor. This one on. Go off the crossbar. He went for it.
That was sweet.
Didn't miss it by much.
Just a couple of inches as he nails the bar. I guess we called that one.
That we did. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you get one right?
Exactly. Even the blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
As Peters will be the one that will throw this one in. Mentor comes all the way back as Gibson Hunt was covering for him as he was in on the set piece. Popped off the head there of Garcia and then a roll out of play.
These last 10 minutes or so, Ehtar's really grabbed the reins of this game.
It's one of the things I was talking with Coach Mosby about before this game. You know, it's a team that won this division last year, and in his mind, it felt like they weren't getting any love coming into this season. Yes, there were a host of new teams coming in. You see the pedigree of a program, especially like Scott Gallagher, that has produced a lot of superior players, including a lot of players that are on both of these teams that went through their academy, but still not getting hardly any love, and they want to prove that they are still the top team here in this Gateway East Division.
Sometimes it can be a big motivator. There's a through ball.
And it's Mosley trying to get on the end of this one. He's got a lane two at the goal. Mosley!
Oh, big stop.
Nice kick stop by Pereira.
Gets that right foot out.
Was Boykin actually in on that one?
That's an important save that we'll have to remember as this game unfolds.
Sent down the far sideline. Van Ralton will chase after it. Watch there by Mentor.
They got numbers.
Nice stab by Lawrence. He's coming in relief of Mosley.
Shot!
That one just wide of the net. Off the outside of the foot by Hassan. And a goal kick for Ehtar. Some scary moments there for Ehtar when you see guys like Van Ralton and Hassan coming in on the attack.
Can show you how dangerous BOHFS can be. They were on their heels here for the last 10 to 15 minutes, Michael, and quick counter the other way. They had numbers going down the field, too.
Offerman sends everybody down the field, and he will boom this one towards midfield. Battle there, flicked on by Garcia. He takes a tumble. Boykin ushers it to the outside. Sent clear by Hodgson. They'll go out of play for a BOHFS throw-in. Quickly in. Sent back to that defensive back line for BOHFS. They really like to work from their back line forward. Pretty much everything that we've seen here tonight has started from the back line and moved directly up the wings. And a couple of times they've been able to go down the middle, but really trying to push things out wide. .25 gone here in the first half. A 1-0 lead for Ehtar on the goal from Jack Schwerin. Battle there as Hassan's going to be called for the foul.
Glory, glory, Ehtar Belleville. Come on, no money.
You said it, Bob. A huge crowd here tonight.
Yeah, they've really done a nice job of building this club over a short, 3 years now. And the game day atmosphere is out of this world. It's terrific.
It's something that they have definitely built on. As this one up to English. He battles there along the near sideline. Watched by Genenbacher. A step over. Genenbacher stays with him as it's now back to Peters. He tries to send it in again. Takes a deflection. That one's ushered out to Hassan, out to Van Ralton. Hunt attacks on that loose ball. It's going to go out for a BOHFS throw-in.
Make sure you check out Compromise in downtown Belleville.
Some substitutions starting to warm up on the far side for both squads. As we get deeper into this first half, we'll see who's going to be coming in for those two sides here a little bit later, as you got guys like Yaya Ngenga sitting on the bench trying to get into this game. Ball roll out for another BOHFS throw in. The Althoff volleyball team here, they're putting together a fundraiser to raise funds for their upcoming season in the fall. Sent forward at Schwerin, the goal scorer. He'll usher that one to Bartoni, and now comes to the near side for English.
Nice job of switching fields away from the pressure. Now they go back to the other side.
Pulled down there by Boykin. He lost control of it, but it filters its way back to his teammate Garcia. Now back up for Ehtar to possess. A missed pass there. Now BOHFS moves forward on the attack. Good.
Nice tackle.
It was Schwerin that got to it. Now pushing it forward is Hodgson to the outside. Gibson Hunt overlaps there with Boykin. He had that one knocked off, and it clips his toe, and BOHFS will play things forward quickly. They are wanting to counter. This one towards the box out is Offerman to gobble that one in front of Van Ralton. Comes to this near side for Peters. In the middle, one touch to English on the near side. Ehtar has not been shy about reversing field in this game. They've been trying to play a lot of it on this near side, but you've seen Boykin kind of rotate from far side to near side throughout this game, and just trying to get that speed into different parts of this field.
Really been impressed with Garcia at midfield, Michael. He's done a great job in this first half.
When you're about halfway through the season, you finally are starting to get comfortable in your training regimens and the weather and everything that goes along with it. This is when you see teams really starting to connect. Van Ralton trying to get on the end of that one. Nice job by Lawrence just to get in his way and not allow a clean run in there. There's Mentor racing back as well. Offerman will lure Van Ralton in before picking that one up. Trying to pick out Bartoni. Can't get ahead to that one, and now it filters down for BOHFS to pick it up. Ment lays that one off to Schrum, now in the middle. Fed into the front, Van Ralton leaves it off for Hassan. Tried to go back to Van Ralton, but a good job by Hunt to get back on that one, and now Ehtar will look to push forward with Schwerin. Crisscrosses there with English, now Bartoni near side. Back to Schwerin. Got Mosley on the far side. Nice touch pass into the middle for Garcia. He loses possession. Whistle blows. And it'll be a free kick coming for Ehtar. Hassan whistled for the foul. So another potentially dangerous set piece for Ehtar. There's two substitutions getting ready to come in for.
I'm not going for a shot on this one.
No.
I got my one right for tonight.
Low one into the
nice
box.
idea.
Tried to get it out to Schwerin, and he couldn't control it. Now an opportunity for BOHFS to break out.
Again, they got numbers.
Good step up there by Lawrence. Just alters that enough to prevent the counterattack. BOHFS still has possession, though. Slipped outside for Hassan. Battling there with Hunt. And Hunt able to win that battle, and he is tripped up. That might be a yellow as well. Referee's got his finger up with the warning, but he may avoid a card there. It was looking like a little bit of a dangerous tackle there.
Well, he got his one and only warning tonight.
Ref explaining to Coach Mosby why that wasn't a yellow. It will be a free kick. So we see Mosley and Garcia check out. Owen Hardy, one of the two that has entered into this game for Ehtar. They get it in for Offerman to restart. Jermaine Mentor, you will never see him leave the field.
Yeah, he's a fixture in that backfield.
Just a steady stalwart is good one-touch passing here. Now an opportunity for Peters down the near sideline. He puts it into the box, looking for a cross, just off the wrong foot from Saez. Shot comes in, Pereira with the save. Bartoni chasing into it, creates the turnover, slips it outside for Peters again, looking for Saez in the box, low cross. Saez can't get a foot to it. Shot goes out of play as Mohammad found that loose ball, but popped it through the football uprights. Well, the substitutions immediately paying dividends on the counterattack as Peters, once again, a couple of good services into the box.
Yeah, absolutely. How about those crosses from the wing-back position, getting all the way up into the 6-yard box area?
Well, that is a staple of a Tim Mosby game plan. He uses his wing defenders so much in the offense. You've got to be conditioned if you're going to play for Coach Mosby on that wing side. And Peters certainly is.
He certainly is. He's had a great first half. Could easily have a second assist on that last flurry.
This one kicks up, unable to bring that one down was the BOHFS player. Mentor. This one chested forward by Perestrello. Enrique Perestrello. Now an opportunity for Boss across the face of the goal, and that one is kicked out by the Ehtar defense. It pinballs around in the box, and a high clearance. English will have this one forward. Nice back kick there, showing off a little bit for the crowd.
A little cheeky there.
We heard the oohs and the ahs from all the fans, but it goes out for an Ehtar throw-in. Perestrello, Bartoni, a quick embrace there as they were teammates last year with Lindenwood, OVC Tournament Championship. Lucas Cross pushing Peters further back for this throw-in. Quickly in for English. He is battling there. Perestrello creates the turnover. Coming back on that, we're going to whistle. Going against Ehtar. English with the foul, so it'll be a free kick for BOHFS. We're coming up on 34 minutes played here in this first half. And now it's time for BOHFS to be pushed backwards on a restart. Everybody trying to get that extra couple of feet. Served into the box. Offerman off his line. Will call off Mentor, and an easy grab for him.
Good job there of calling off Mentor. No confusion.
Well, this Ehtar squad has two very solid keepers in Offerman and Harvey Bolland. They both have been very, very solid this season as this long ball sent out of play. Balls with the throw in right in front of their bench. Quickly in for Strum. Headed forward. 50-50 battle. We're going to get a whistle going against BOHFS. Perestrello incensed at that call. As an Ehtar player hit the deck. A little gamesmanship right there, knocking that ball a little bit further away from Hardy. Perestrello still wondering what that call was.
The referee was looking our directions. I'm not sure myself.
Swung out wide, and that's going to be headed out for an Ehtar corner. Gannenbacher got over to that one. Only play was descended out of bounds. Yeah, I don't really know.
He was looking this direction towards our broadcast area. It's like,
well, sometimes I guess the fans can help out.
I don't know.
Refereeing in that instance.
I'm a little baffled by it, but we play on.
Hardy will set things up for the corner. As Ahmad will come to at least initially give him a short option. In front, flicked on. Doesn't reach the net as Saez got ahead to it. Peters right back in for Hardy. That's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Peters will defer as English will come to the near side for this throw-in.
You'll see a long throw here.
English deep into the box. Mentor got a head to it. Couldn't put it forward, and it's going to drift towards the near sideline. Genenbacher will settle it down. Pops that one forward. Bit of a shove there to Peristrello from Hardy, and Peristrello's got a little smirk on his face going, why was that not a call? Peters into the middle. And Ehtar will play it to their back line. Mentor will set it over to Lawrence. Deep ball again, looking for English on the near side. He will bring that one down in front of Genenbacher. Now Peters into the box again. That one headed away. Good track down there and support by Hodgson. BOHFS will play it forward, and now a whistle goes. Be a free kick for BOHFS. 37-40 left or gone in this first half. 1-0 lead for Ehtar. Jack Schwerin with the goal. A heavyweight tilt here in the Gateway East. BOHFS sitting in second place. Ehtar in fourth right now, but a win for Ehtar tonight could put them in a tie with Scott Gallagher for first place. Point-wise, they would hold the tiebreaker as they beat Scott Gallagher last week. Into the box for Hassan. He can't control it. And it's cleared by Ehtar. BOHFS really had heavy pressure in that first half of the first half.
Yep.
Possession on their side of the 50 and were unable to really direct anything towards Offerman and net. And then it was just a semi-counter from Ehtar that eventually led to that set piece that got them the goal.
Yeah, I think Ehtar really got going here about 15 minutes into that first half. And now BOHFS has sort of rebounded and doing a little bit better work here in the last 10.
They did make a couple substitutions, trying to counter what Ehtar brought in. And really both teams, after they brought their subs in, that's kind of when they went on another attack.
Yeah.
Ehtar brought their subs in, had a couple of chances with Peter crosses, and now BOHFS with their substitutions have now kind of regained possession.
I agree.
Amazing what fresh legs can do.
Yes.
Peters will direct that one back towards his keeper and Offerman. Both these teams calm, cool, and collected. That's the thing. You see some physicality, but no panic.
Flag stay down? No.
Going to be up there as Saye was just offside. That was what plagued him in his first game here against FC Kirkwood. I think he was flagged for offsides at least twice in that game, but just trying to find that line to make that run.
Yeah, if you hesitate, you're not going to get through.
BOHFS will push it forward. We're into the final 5 minutes of the first half, plus stoppage time.
I think, Michael, both coaches have to be pleased with the effort here this first half. It's kind of what we expected.
Ehtar has gotten their first goal against BOHFS in the 3 matchups. It was a 1-0 loss to open the season last year, 0-0 draw in their second meeting. So they've gotten that off their back, picking up the goal here. Now trying to find that first 3-point game as it's near side. Trying to go across the way into the box. Peristrello with the flick on. Popped out there by the Ehtar defense. Chested down. BOHFS retains possession. Sent to the outside. Hunt watching that. Now BOHFS with a little bit of room. Slips it inside and just off the wrong foot there. Couldn't get it in stride. It goes out for a goal kick. BOHFS squad has not been able to penetrate that 18-yard box for Ehtar. Really, it's just been the corner kick and that deep throw in were the only two chances that they've had with the ball in the box.
No, I agree. They really haven't had a chance. A shot from directly in front of the goal.
So go out for an Ehtar throw in. Oh, and you've got 6'3", 200-pound Jake Offerman in net. Even if you get it into the box, there's still not a whole lot of goal to go for.
Yeah. He does a good job of managing the 18-yard box. It's
what
a nice
cross
ball.
Here. Peters on the near side. Gets into the interior. Cross a bit too high. Finds its way to an Ehtar player. It's headed out by BOHFS, and now they look to counter. Coming back quickly on that one is Hamad. And he slows things down. Well, that's what you like to see out of your team is if something doesn't go for you offensively, you're not hanging your head and jogging back. You're on your horse, you're getting back, trying to make a defensive play, and that's what you see from really both these squads. Here's Hardy. Perestrello with a shove in the back. That's going to draw a card. Yellow shown there to Henrique Perestrello, and he is arguing with the referee on that one. Not happy. He's had 2 calls go against him that he is not favored.
Clearly a foul. Whether it warrants a card or not,
I think the conversations before on the previous foul kind of led to that card as well.
Probably correct.
Hardy will reverse field. Finds its way to Hunt. He moves forward, tries to dipsy-do through the defense. Now Perestrello, back heel flick. He's looking to make a run. Outside boot. Perestrello against Mentor. Mentor will be whistled for the foul, and now he is unhappy. An opportunity for BOHFS here in the dying minutes of this first half. A set piece from a dangerous spot.
Got some big bodies up there. 16 on the far side of the 18.
16, 13, both making their way over, and
15.
Genenbacher, one of the 2 standing over it. In this instance, do you want that left-footed in-swinger or the right-footed out-swinger?
I think they did the right thing here.
That's flicked out by the defensive Ehtar, but a nice-looking ball there from Genenbacher.
That ball had nice spend on it there. It's nicely taken set piece.
Go out for a BOHFS throw-in as we come up on the last 30 seconds of the first half, plus stoppage time. This will be Schrum, the deep throw specialist for this BOHFS team. Deep into the box. Offerman goes up, skies for it.
Nice job. Can't be timid on that.
High point of that ball and grabbed it over the top of his teammate. Ehtar going to try and get one last offensive attack. But can't gain possession. Now BOHFS. Sun now starting to peek its way onto the field. Right into the faces of this BOHFS team. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Trying to flick that one into the box. It's loose. Chopped at, and it'll roll out of play. As getting a foot to that one.
Be a goal kick.
Bit of a harmless shot there. And that's really been the most dangerous opportunity BOHFS has had. This one played short. Comes to the near side for Mentor. Long ball looking for English near side. Chested down, watched by Genenbacher. English will drop it back. Hardy in the midfield to Mentor. So about 2 minutes left to go in stoppage time. At the discretion of the referee. Mentor sends that one long. English Started that run a little bit late. That's going to go out of play, though, for an Ehtar throw-in as Bartoni will have it on the near side.
Little miscommunication there between the defender and the keeper. Gives Ehtar a chance to work the ball in the middle, but BOHFS go the other way.
That's a good defensive play there just to disrupt that pass into the interior. Now they'll look to reverse field. Bit of a heavy touch trying to bring that one down, and they're going to say incidental contact, but it's going to roll out for an Ehtar throw-in. Physical battle between these two teams. It's just their third meeting, but with and that one's definitely going to be a foul. But with these teams having players that have played for and against each other over the course of not just collegiately, but also high school, maybe even
club,
youth.
Yeah.
Mentioned hosts have played for that Scott Gallagher program, their academies. This one sent down, brought in by Saea. He tries to send it in the middle. Here's Bartoni, low shot, and Pereira able to read that one easily and goes down for that one.
And Bartoni just didn't catch that one flush, but you can tell he was lining it up.
His eyes got wide. This one sent to midfield. And we got a whistle. And that's going to do it for the first half. An exciting one between BOHFS and Ehtar. 1-0 on the goal from Jack Schwering. We'll step aside. We'll come back for second half action from Althoff Catholic High School. This is Ehtar Soccer on Prepcast.com. Teams are back out on the pitch, getting ready for the second half. Michael Wagenknecht, Bob Richards alongside Sam Aaron, our camera operator, doing some phenomenal work for us tonight in this one as Ehtar holds the 1-0 lead over BOHFS in this crucial heavyweight matchup in the MWPL's Gateway East. Bob, I think we saw exactly what both teams wanted to do in that first half. It was just Ehtar that was able to capitalize on the end.
Absolutely. One terrific assist from Peters, who had a terrific first half. He could have had a couple more of some of those crosses, and a pretty easy finish with a cross like that.
Yeah, Jack Schwerin picking up the lone goal in that first half. And I don't think it can be lost what that back line, especially with Alex Peters and Gibson Hunt on the outside, did of just shutting down the lanes for BOHFS, and then on the flip side, moving forward on the attack offensively. Stands starting to fill back up after halftime. If you've never been out to an Ehtar game, what are you doing? Because they do it right here, not just the game atmosphere, but the food trucks, the beer garden, everything that is involved with their game day operations. Even if you're not an Ehtar fan, come out and see your team that plays against them. Come out to this venue and experience it.
I agree. They do a terrific job here, the administration of this team. Top flight for a very young team. This team really does a nice job on the pitch, and they do it just as well off the pitch.
Well, carrying on a little bit of the tradition that was set by the team that took this field in the WPSL. Lindsay Eversmeyer's Fire and Ice squad for a good long while had success here at Althoff Catholic High School. She's now the head coach over at SWIC for the men's program. A couple of her players are on the field here tonight as well, so carrying a little bit of that tradition on as well. And on the side of BOHFS, we also got the brother of a former Fire and Ice standout, was Kaylee Utley's brother, Mike Utley, is playing for BOHFS this season.
Keep it in the family. Soccer traditions.
Well, both incredible players at Pattonville High School. I got to give a shout out to my alma mater. I mean, why not? Nice play there by Hunt into the middle. Tried to get the return pass, but it's knocked back by the defense of BOHFS to their keeper in Pereira. BOHFS also has another Pattonville standout, Louis Perez, the brother of Mickey Perez with St. Louis City SC. Both of those are Pattonville graduates as well. And there's my shameless plug for my alma mater. I'm done.
And guess my first goal in my high school career, and who do I score it off of? Pattonville High School.
See, there's the connection.
There's a connection. 100 years ago.
No, it is not.
But you don't forget your first one.
Or your only one in my case, where I put one in my freshman year, and that was about it. It wasn't the prettiest of goals either. It was really just a toe poke off of a cross from a corner, and it went down as a goal on the score sheet.
Absolutely. You don't have to tear the nuts off the post.
BOHFS with possession early. It's exactly how this first half started. They had possession. Couldn't really direct anything towards Offerman in net. They will send it to the outside. We were talking, Bob, in that first half about the size that BOHFS possesses in the middle. We're not able to really utilize it in that first half.
And we go the other way.
Counterattack for Ehtar. 2-on-2. Nice move, but getting tripped up there was Braden Missy. And another yellow card shown to BOHFS. It's the third yellow we've seen here, and it sets up a glorious opportunity for Ehtar. We saw in the first half set piece from about 18 yards out that clanged off the crossbar. You got a feeling with a straight-on opportunity here. A bit tougher to wind it around the wall, but a good chance to go for goal here.
I think we'll probably see one cranked up here. Is that Bartoni getting over this one?
Looks like Zach Lawrence wearing the number 5 jersey. Actually, don't see Bartoni out there as Yaya Nogenga came in to start this second half.
So we change up top.
See Mentor making his way around up top as well. He is no stranger to getting into set pieces, even from his defensive position. And you got to love the trust that is put in one of your defenders being able to be put up into an offensive position on set pieces, but also trusting your defenders to cover up for him while he has to get back.
Keeper lining up his wall. Cut the angles.
Going to be a 5-man wall as Lawrence approaches. Curls it just wide of the post. He was trying to go for that far side. Just couldn't whip it around.
It's a nice attempt there. I like it. And like you said, Michael, a good position there to take a shot and try and get it on frame. BOHFS did a good job of getting a defensive wall put up. What a lovely evening for soccer here. No wind, no rain, moderate temperature.
We have been lucky so far. Those July games are going to be fun, though. That one ushered out by Mateo Schubert, fresh into this game.
This kind of weather almost calls for an adult beverage and some nachos.
They got a nice beer garden to at least satisfy one side of that.
There you go. Send it up to the press box.
Well, you missed out because the last time we were here, there was a food truck that had, I believe it was pot roast poutine.
Oh.
It was phenomenal.
Off the charts, huh?
Yes. I was working with the soccer zombie in that game, and he and I were trading off calls because we were each trying to get bites in as a whistle blows there. More physicality between these two squads. What a surprise, Henrique Perestrello in the middle of all of that.
And the BOHFS player took exception to the foul from behind.
Quick restart here. They swing it out wide. Wanting to try and find a way into the box. Good defense to break it up as HR will chip it forward. That one rolls out of play. Quick throw in.
Real quick. Speed.
Now a race here. HR has numbers. Elaine to the goal. That ball checks up. Big save by Pereira. Cuts down the angle. It's loose in front and popped over the top by Missy. He had a wide open net and didn't realize it.
And the keeper was off his line.
Took a little bit of a shot there as he is crouched on the ground in front of his goal.
How fast did Ehtar get down the field?
That was in the blink of an eye.
Lightning quick.
Edward Saea was the man that got that ball with a head of steam. Onside that time.
With a quick throw in. Holy smokes. They were off and running.
Trying to double that lead early in this second half. As they had to get a ball, and they'll send it back for Pereira on the goal kick. Golden opportunity there for Braden Missy. Could not finish the job. Missy is committed to Bradley for next season. A St. Louis City Academy player as well. And it's just great seeing so many of these local products on both the St. Louis and Illinois side, continuing the tradition that soccer has here in this area and plying their trade at some of the top programs in Division I soccer. You talk about the Bradleys and the Notre Dames and the SLUs. You're seeing a lot of local kids littering those rosters. Schubert will get that one off the flick and send it back to Offerman. Quick pressure there, but cleared away. Genenbacher, another one of those local products, heads it forward, now battles through. Chips it forward, but Mentor is able to settle it down. They play catch, and that one's going to go out of play off of Owen Hardy.
That's a nice ball.
Good flick there by Lawrence just to get ahead to that one and get it to his keeper. Another good run there by the 13 shirt of BOHFS. First touch for Ngenga. He will send it back. Now a long pass looking for Schubert. Eludes him and chested down by the 15 jersey of BOHFS. Again, with the ever-changing evolution of these rosters, don't have full name-to-jersey connections.
It's well put.
You got to be very, very crucially political about that.
Maximum flexibility.
It's the plausible deniability
There
of
you go.
this summer semi-pro league. Couple of nice touches there.
That's a good ball.
Now it's Peristrello. He's directing traffic. Chased down there by Saea, and they'll have to drift that one back to the defense. And BOHFS just probing the midfield of Ehtar as Hardy's going to be whistled for the foul. It's been very tight for Ehtar in the midfield, not a whole lot of room. That's why you're seeing BOHFS kind of switch the field. Just looking for that crease.
Referee's asking for 10 yards.
Serve to the backside, headed down by BOHFS. It's popped high into the air, into the box. That one sent right back out. Ball finally hits the turf again as it's chipped in. Headed down by Schrum, gets it to the outside, and that one is booted clear.
Looks like
Midfield.
Peters got on the end of that one.
He's been quiet here to start this second half, but makes a very timely play. And this will be Gibson Hunt to restart us with the throw-in. Gets it into Missy. Drop back to Hardy. Now all the way back to Mentor. As the drums and the mummy mascot get things going.
Skipped off the foot of Peters. BOHFS go the other way.
Peristrello with the chip. Takes a deflection to the corner. Kept alive. And now back up top to Peristrello. He's looking for an outlet. Ehtar, though, has gotten everybody back. Nice touch there as Peristrello sends it out wide. Now a chance to chip it in. A couple of moves, and Peters.
Nice. It was nicely done.
Helped direct that to the head of Mentor and out by Ehtar. Whew. I tell you what, I know Peters has an assist. Doesn't got the goal, but with his defense and his playmaking ability, he's my early pick for man of the match.
I have to go along with you. He's got extremely high work rate. That's well done off the side of the net or post.
I think it may have slipped out before that shot was taken, but Offerman did a nice job of just getting to it, making sure. Good look to swing that one outside to Jack Griffiths.
Pretty much a carbon copy of the first half here, Michael, with BOHFS trying to impose some will against Ehtar. Ehtar has not had a lot of the ball here.
It is exactly a carbon copy. Possession heavily in favor of BOHFS. See if Ehtar can get something put together. Got to get the ball first, though. And a foul again against Hardy, and I think he's just getting his now final warning. He's had a couple of conversations with our referee, Lucas Cross, here. Another field reversal, headed into the box. Mentor got a foot to it, ricochets back to him, and he'll send it forward to Saea. To the outside, now into the middle for Schubert. He'll drop it back to Nogenga. Hunt on the near side, trying to feed it to Schubert. It's knocked down by Griffiths, and back comes BOHFS. Schubert coming back to that one. Claims for a handball from BOHFS. Go by the wayside as Schubert will inside out that one to English on the outside. I will say this from my vantage point. I think BOHFS may have had a gripe there.
Yep.
English can't penetrate the defense. And no harm, no foul as BOHFS has possession again.
Michael, goal scoring opportunities have been limited tonight. Not a lot of shots on frame. We saw one crossbar in the first half.
And just like in hockey, those don't count as
Those
shots.
don't count. They don't count as shots. It was well struck.
Just, again, a testament to the coaching staffs of both these squads as this one flipped back to Offerman. They know what it takes to get their teams ready for these games. They have very good structure, and we were talking off air in the halftime break just about how you have to be able to put together a system that's very, very basic and compact when you've got guys that come in throughout this season, maybe haven't started training with you to start the season, come in like a Luca Bartoni. They got to be able to pick it up quickly, and both these coaches have done a nice job of setting up their systems to be easily learnable and successful at the same time.
Yeah, you don't want to make it too complicated.
Well, for BOHFS with their U.S. Open Cup experience, they are a program that plays more year-round. Mentor cuts that one off. Now back to Offerman. Ogenga patient in the middle. Will slip it outside to Hunt. We talked about the evolution of Yaya Ogenga in that last game against FC Kirkwood, from a guy that was a striker early on to now be a midfielder, has played defense as well, as that one's cut to the inside by Missy, sent out a play for a throw. And you just love the growth as he's now a part of the women's coaching staff at Swick, and just love to see that evolution from being a guy that wanted the ball all the time up top to now being that guy that's kind of settling things down and coaching not just the women's program as an assistant, but also coaching on the field.
Kind of a holding midfielder here tonight.
English deep into the box, punched out by Pereira. It's loose, trying for the bicycle was Mentor, couldn't connect. Ehtar still has possession. That slipped all the way back to Peters. Sends it right back in. Mentor got a high boot to it, but couldn't find the end of it. And now BOHFS will look to counter. Out of play for a throw-in. Peters had a bit of a word there with the BOHFS player.
Well, Michael, we got another goal in this game somewhere?
I would hope so. For Ehtar fans, you want a little bit of breathing room. If you're on the side of BOHFS, you want to try and find a point.
Trying to get level, yeah.
As Luca Bartoni going to check back in, as Saea will take a seat on the bench, and Saea almost helped connect on a second goal here in this second half. Used his speed down the line of a quick throw-in.
It's a nice job by the keeper coming off his line to defend that run.
As now we get another whistle, and our referee wants to have a conversation. It's two players that were jawing back and forth before that throw-in. Peters and the BOHFS player. I don't see the jersey, so can't tell you who it may be. And now a whistle going against Missy there.
That's a good call.
One into the middle. Reverse to the far side. Chipped forward. Good look, and now an opportunity in the middle, and that one is power kicked out of play by Zach Lawrence. That one found the trees.
It did.
Again, reversing field is BOHFS, headed out by Hunt as he was able to track that one down in front of the number 13. Griffiths with the throw-in.
We're going to see a long throw here.
He will defer, and they will get their long throw specialist in. It is Jackson Trump.
You know, Michael, a lot of these work when you do the flick on, but these long throws tonight have gone into the 6-yard box, looking for a direct header. But I like the flick on approach too. In fact, I like it better.
It's kind of what we were seeing with Australia today in that U.S. men's game, as this one is headed out of the box by Ehtar. Ball still has possession.
That's a nice ball.
Trying to find the head there of Griffiths. And I think I'm with you as well. I think the flick-ons make the most sense to me because it creates the most chaos.
Exactly. Creates danger.
Good look by Genenbacher there just to dip through the two defenders who are coming forward on the attack. And now here comes Peristrello. Slips it to the outside, looking for a cross. That one's going to go back corner, headed on by Griffiths. Out by the defense of Ehtar and popped over the net. A goal line save there by the Ehtar defense. That may have been Zach Lawrence. That was a big stop there.
Yeah, that rebound came right out to the 6-yard box. Maybe about 8 yards out and just popped over the top of the goal. One of the BOHFS' best opportunities of the evening to level this match.
This one chipped in, Missy trying to get on the end of it. Pereira comes way off his line and sends that one out of play. And this one has a little bit of that feeling from the opener from last year. BOHFS got the goal, but it felt like Ehtar kind of had the run of play and the opportunities and couldn't capitalize. Here in this one, Ehtar's got the goal, they've got the opportunities, but BOHFS has really kind of controlled the run of play here.
The second half, this game has opened up a little bit more. And players are finding more room.
Peters will get that one in. Down to Missy. Now popped up. Missy looking for the head. Can't get to it. And it's sent forward. Battle along the sideline. Ehtar with possession. Here's Hardy. He will slip outside. Now looking to reset. Has possession. Will kick that one off the BOHFS defender and out of play. It'll be another deep throw in for Ehtar. English will head to the far side for his throw in. Anton Mosley still not in this game. He left early in the first half after a bit of a knock. Didn't get any word at halftime on what could be wrong and likely won't see him the rest of the night. And that is a big blow for them as he has been a big, big defensive player alongside Jermaine Mentor. As Al-Sadiq Hassan checks back in for BOHFS for Henrique Peristrello. English the long throw and skips in. Pereira right there for it.
Hops right to him. He was almost caught flat-footed there.
And you know in the post-game interview, he's going to be like, yeah, I had that all the way.
I lined that one up just that way. I put my hands out and the ball was there.
You got to have that confidence, though, if you're a keeper.
Absolutely.
BOHFS will slowly bring this ball up the field. And that's the one thing that has been evident from this BOHFS squad. Even being down in this game, it's still calm, cool, collected. There's no panic in their eyes. This one sent into the middle for Schrum. Outside for Griffiths. He'll lay that one back. The number 15 puts it up to Hassan. Lays it back off. Trying to go across the box. Peters heads it out. Good body movement by English. Now he's got a step. He's got Missy with him. That ball gets to him, but pushes him to the outside. Allows BOHFS to get their numbers back. Missy across the way looking for English. That one flicked out by Genenbacher.
Yeah, tried to give him the return pass.
Now English trying to chase down the sideline, and a shove there by Mentor. No card shown there, but a quick restart for BOHFS. Mentor, the first one to it though. Maybe went a little too quick, did BOHFS.
Yeah, it wasn't much on that pass in terms of hitting a man with a pass.
Sent to the outside for English. He will pop it back towards the middle of play. Missy can't get to it. Given away, it's Schubert. Flip to the outside for Hunt. He will slow things down. Gets it to Nogenga. Trying to push that one into the middle. Hassan got a foot to it. That pinballs around. Nogenga trying to track it down. Battle there at midfield, won by BOHFS. Flip to the outside for Hassan. It's now Adam Knight. Many a game in the Ehtar kit. Now wearing the BOHFS jersey. Here's Hassan, watched by Schubert. He's pushed to the inside, now slips it in. Gets it right back, puts it towards the middle. Shot on, and there is Offerman. Calm, cool, and collected himself as the number 13 put that one on. Another good look for BOHFS. They're starting to put things together.
That was well done. 3 touches. Really pulled the defense apart there.
And now we got a whistle, and this is going to go against Ehtar. Looks like a corner's been awarded.
Is this the 5-second rule?
It might have been.
I'm not sure if it may be it. Where the goalie's given 5 seconds to distribute the ball, and they've awarded the corner kick.
And it'll be Al-Sadiq Hassan that will send this one in. It'll be a left-footed in-swinger.
I didn't think Offerman was being much of a delay there.
Neither did I. Back post, Offerman punches it out. Flicked out by Schubert, and Missy will get that one clear. Genenbacher will try to come over to it, slides, and puts that one out of play in front of an on-rushing Mentor. And again, you got to love the offensive mindset of the defense for Ehtar. They see some space in front of them, and they will go after it. We're going to get a host of substitutions now for Ehtar as Schubert and Missy will try to play this one forward. Schubert into the middle for Bartoni. He slips it to the outside for Hardy. He's got Hunt on the near side, and that's where he goes. Gibson Hunt. Push to the outside. Can't find a lane for a cross, and now he'll send it to the top of the box, and that one's punched out. Schubert trying to get ahead on it. Hassan gets to it first. Nogenga tried to go for a worldie and had that one blocked. It's picked up near side now. Lawrence will cross the field. Genenbacher will get to it. Now he'll look to race forward.
Nice tackle there.
And English going to commit the foul. And substitutions will come in now for Ehtar, if he'll let them. Looks like it's going to be the case as Hardy, Missy, and Schubert look to be making their way over to the sidelines. Put in some good hard minutes for this Ehtar team. As Garcia, Schwerin checking back in, as well as Boykin.
Freshen up that midfield.
Well, we were impressed by what we saw from Garcia and Boykin in that first half, and now late in this one, to have them out with some fresh legs could be dangerous for BOHFS. I think Coach Mosby saw all he needed to see as well with the chances that BOHFS were getting. This one headed back to Offerman.
I think Coach Mosby's done a nice job here rotating players.
Ganga in the middle. Bit of a dangerous play. Hassan intercepts. Bement outside, just off the back foot of the on-rushing BOHFS forward, and now Schwerin tried to go across the way. Didn't get the correct contact on that one, and he turns it over to BOHFS. Back to Hassan.
Called his name in a lot tonight.
He has been all over the field, and he will draw the foul. Hassan will set up this free kick opportunity. He's gotten himself into the coach's realm as well. You gotta love the story of Al Sadiq Hassan as well. Born in Baghdad, came to America, and has had a ton of success on the soccer pitch. So he gets this one in. Now BOHFS on the attack. Schrum to the outside for Hassan. Nice play, Schrum. Opportunity! Blocked there by the defense. It's going to go out for a BOHFS throw-in, but another quality opportunity here. Hassan gets it in quickly. Broken up. Only momentarily, as now Hassan will get to it. Tries to cross the field. This one's going to drift out of play off the foot of Ehtar's Mario Garcia. Garcia plays at UMSL. 35 games for the Tritons over the last 2 seasons. Scored his first collegiate goal against William Jewell on November 1st of 2024. It also happened to be the game winner. Into the box, Mentor with a head, and then he gets that one clear as 3 BOHFS players were rushing into the box.
It was a 5-alarm fire there.
BOHFS with the quick restart, headed out by Lawrence. Offerman will drift over and pick this one up. That's a bit of a bend, don't break defense right now for Ehtar. Gotta find some offense now as Hunt races upfield. He is shoved around. Bartoni will pick up the loose ball. Nice move. Gets around the defender and now finds its way to Hunt. He's going to be offside, though. Couldn't make his way back. Otherwise, he had a lane to goal. Again, though, that defense for Ehtar, those wing backs really pushing things forward offensively. Two minutes down here in half number 2 as Mentor gets ahead to that one.
That's a nice ball.
Chested down there by Schrum. Slips it to the outside for Hassan. Wants to go to the left. Takes a deflection. Going to go up and over the top of the net. It'll be a corner kick for BOHFS. Boykin just got his backside to it to pop it up and over the bar. Will be to the far side. So that'll be another in-swinger.
No hydration breaks like we see in the World Cup. Play on, boys.
That one's headed out. Unfortunately, we don't have any paid commercials to go
exactly.
to. Ball still with possession. Genenbacher will move forward. He's under heavy pressure. He's going to draw the foul. And quick restart here. Ehtar's got to be back on defense. It's loose in the box. In front, chipped over the top. The 15 jersey had a look and hit it off the bottom side of the football goalpost.
Right from the doorstep, Michael.
What a heads-up play by Genenbacher, too. He got the quick restart as Ehtar was kind of complaining a bit about that call. And
they were still debating the call, and the play took off. BOHFS with some changes here.
Well, that's what's going to get you the captaincy at Notre Dame is heads-up plays like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations to Kyle Genenbacher for his graduation from Notre Dame as well. Now Offerman will send everybody down the field. Popped up by Schwerin. Still loose. Genenbacher in a battle there with Garcia. It's going to go out for a BOHFS throw-in. Ten and a half minutes left to go in this second half. We still have stoppage time to be added as well. BOHFS has pretty much controlled possession here in this second half. Ehtar had a couple of looks on the counter, but have not been able to set up anything offensively. As another foul going there. Schwering's going to get the yellow card.
Yellow card, number 19.
BOHFS again was looking for the quick restart, but the referee says, nope, hold on, I got to write down the name.
Let's put him in the book. The referee's done a nice job of managing this game tonight.
Nothing's been egregious. It's just been,
You know,
what you need to do to keep this in
Yep.
control. Flick on towards the side, and that one slipped just wide of the net.
how does that not go in?
I do not know, as it was Hunt that was on the ground before that ball was even kicked. He was looking around for a whistle, didn't get it. Ball found its way to the foot of number 16 and sends it just wide.
The referee's really persistent about getting this ball back into play.
Well, it's the second point-blank opportunity for BOHFS here in the last 5 minutes that has not been able to get on frame. That might be what they will look at for their next matchup. This one sent to the far side. Going after it is Van Ralton. He will pick it up. One of those freshly injured players for BOHFS. Comes to the near side. It's Griffiths. Cross
Dangerous.
into the box, headed out. And a whistle goes. Foul going against BOHFS this time in the box is Bement. Looks like he will be whistled.
The fundraiser for the Crusaders volleyball team still going on in the concourse. Make sure you support a good cause.
Lawrence. A little bit of gamesmanship there. It was like, I thought this was where the foul occurred. Oh, that's not the foul you call. Oh, I'll roll it back.
Let
And
me send it back.
yeah, we'll kill off about 5 to 7 seconds. So once again, Alferman will send everybody down.
Peters got crashed on that last play.
He's put in some work here as Alex Peters. Slip to the outside now for Hunt. There's 3 guys with their arms up asking for the ball. Schwerin gets it, but it goes right between his legs and out of play. BOHFS gets it in quickly. Pressure here by
Dangerous.
Schwerin. Got a foot to it, but it ricochets to the near side for the BOHFS defense. Schwerin trying to get right back on it. Kid has a motor like no other.
I'll tell you what, he is frisky.
Peters sends it forward off the head. Drifted in by Garcia. And sent out of play by Peters as that one will roll along the line.
What a good game tonight we have here on Prepcast.
Still have a couple more left in this season for Ehtar. They'll be on the road on Sunday as they take on St. Louis Fusion, and then be 2 more home games. The 27th against the St. Louis Stars at 7 o'clock, and then on July 2nd against Sessa at 5 o'clock. Both those games can be found right here on Prepcast.com. Griffiths with the flick on. Lawrence getting to it, and an offside flag has been raised. Well, Bob, we thought we were going to have a good one, and that's exactly what we've had tonight.
I agree.
Thank you to Royale Catering for sponsoring Ehtar. Thank you, Royale Catering.
3 big points up for grabs. Right now, Ehtar in possession of those. BOHFS, though, has put on a heavy push here in this second half as they look to tie things up.
Nice run here.
It's Hassan chased down by Bartoni.
Good job by Bertoni coming back.
And now an opportunity to send Boykin. Can he track it down near side? Yes, he can. BOHFS has numbers back. Boykin to the outside, into the box, headed out. Schwerin will rush forward, chest it down. Can he get it under control? He tries to spin in the box, looking for the foul, doesn't get it, pokes it forward. Hassan will chip it out. And now a whistle will go as we've got 2 players down.
It's kind of collision between the 2 players there, Michael.
Schwerin is down alongside Jackson Schrum. No correction, that is number 15, not number 5. Good sportsmanship there by Pereira, helping Schwerin up off the turf, and just a little bit of a head collision there between the 2. And again, good sportsmanship between the 2 players. That's what you love to see. You know, it's a hard-fought game, and at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, most of these guys are not strangers. Like you said, they either played with each other or against each other. Club soccer, college soccer.
It just shows you the respect level that they have.
I agree.
Long throw in, headed out by Lawrence. Flicked into the middle, pushed forward by BOHFS. Dropped down off the foot. Now a spin there by Boykin. He wants to unload his speed, but he is tripped up just a bit there by the BOHFS midfield. Turns the ball over. It's Hassan. He dances at the 45. BOHFS will send it back to the defense. That's one thing that BOHFS has negated here in this second half, for the most part, is the speed quotient for Ehtar. Have not allowed them to get themselves going forward as this one served into the box. Can't get onto the end of it. Now popped into the middle. It's loose. No one can get a clean head on it. It pinballs around and it's poked out. Now here's Boykin. He loads up and races forward. Boykin had that one poked out. Did he get the last touch to it? They're going to say no. It's going to be a throw-in or a free kick for Ehtar. It will be a throw-in as Gibson Hunt will come up to send it in. Adam Boykin, Eastern Illinois product. Appeared in 33 games for the Panthers the last 2 seasons. 3 of his 4 collegiate goals have been game winners, so this guy knows how to finish games.
Exactly.
Sent deep, and Tor and Bement battling for it. A roll out for BOHFS throw-in.
I think you'll see the BOHFS push up here in these waning minutes, Michael, and take some chances. Right now they send all their bigs up into the 18. Looking to get on the end of this throw.
Well, Schrum is their throw-in specialist. He's had a couple of good ones here tonight. Yeah, on Offerman with the stop off the crossbar. If it goes in, it won't count. It'll be a corner kick, but what reaction time there from Jake Offerman.
Just palms it over the bar. What a save there.
Gets a big high five from his defender, Zach Lawrence. Danger's not averted, though, as it's another corner kick opportunity here for BOHFS. Sent back post. Getting ahead to it. It's loose, and a whistle will blow. Foul called against BOHFS on that head ball attempt.
Up over the back. What a big save there. That's what you look from your keeper, Michael. 1 or 2 saves a game. Big saves a game. Can win a game for you.
Pereira had that one in the first half.
He had the kick save to keep his team in it.
And Offerman right there keeps the clean sheet for the moment. As Hassan will again pull this one down. And that one jarred loose by Boykin. Genenbacher to the outside. Tries to slip it in. Good read by Mentor to just push that one loose for a moment. BOHFS retains possession, though, as we're coming up on the final 90 of regulation.
And we're in the 89th minute.
Jab forward, Genenbacher on the run. He sends it into the box, chested down, and sent high and out of play. Are they going to get a touch of the Ehtar boot? No, it is a goal kick for Offerman. Well, now for Ehtar, it's about finding possession and go to the corner. Don't expect to be a ton of stoppage time. It would feel like maybe in the same range of the 3 minutes we had in the first half.
Referee's close to blowing the whistle.
Offerman gets it away just in time. Headed forward there by Schrum. It's chested down by Schwerin. He is taken down. A whistle will blow as it will be Schrum that is whistled for the foul. 30 seconds to go in the second half. Stoppage time pending. Lawrence will make the slow walk up to set this free kick up. Well, for Ehtar, if you can pop this one away here, you're going to walk away with 3 big points. Put yourself up at the top of the table. Lawrence doesn't get it anywhere near an Ehtar player. It's headed out. Sent back in. It'll roll out of play for a BOHFS throw-in. We are now into stoppage time. Looking to see what the official time will be. BOHFS will throw this one in. We've got 5 minutes on the board. So 5 minutes of stoppage time here for BOHFS to find a tire. They've been pushing for this 45. Flicked on, looking for his mentor. He will head this one to the end line and it'll go out for a corner kick. Some more dangerous moments for Ehtar here late.
I didn't think there was that much stoppage in this half, but 5 minutes go up on the electronic board. Another big opportunity for BOHFS to level this game late.
Ehtar has handled their height well. We mentioned it earlier in that Japan game against the Netherlands. It was a late stoppage time goal off a corner kick for them to tie things up. BOHFS can't get it there. This one will send downfield by Schwerin. Chested down by Pereira. To the outside, and an errant pass there gives the throw in to Ehtar.
You've not seen many bad passes tonight from either team.
It's been pretty crisp.
I agree.
It's been one magical service by Alex Peters that has been the difference in this one as Schwerin got a foot to it. Hassan and Bartoni collide, and Bartoni incensed about that call. To me, looked like it was pretty solid shoulder-to-shoulder contact.
I agree. He took a card for that, I believe. Or maybe he didn't book him.
I don't think he did get the card out. It was a solid contact between the two.
So BOHFS have flooded the top of the 18 with the keeper going to take the set piece.
Sends it in. Near side box. Popped up. Headed forward twice there. Trying to get to that one is Hunt. He is taken down. It's in the box. Pops around. Bartoni clears it. Only as far as number 15, and now number 13 for BOHFS. Walks in. Can't get it to his right foot, his preferred shooting foot, but does maintain possession. Slipped out to Genenbacher. He can't dance into the top of the box. It's loose and cleared away by Boykin. Going to roll out for a BOHFS throw-in, but everybody giving up the body here for Ehtar. Quickly get this one into Pereira. Boykin trying to create a turnover. They do. Opportunity from distance. Pereira gets over to it as Garcia tried to find the open net from 60 yards out.
That would have been spectacular.
He gets any loft on that one. It's in the back of the net.
He needed some height.
It'll be a throw in for Ehtar. We still got about 3 minutes of stoppage time still to go in this one. Pushed in.
Isn't the time to make a tactical substitution?
Oh, 100%.
Draw some time.
Foul along the far sideline. It's going to set up a free kick here for Ehtar. A little bit of confusion about where this is going to be at as Bartoni's walking over for it. And if you haven't watched Luca Bartoni play, he's the guy you want to have with the ball in the corner because of his strength.
I think they're just going to park this one in the corner. We'll see.
No reason to tempt fate by putting a cross in with two players deep in the corner.
Mike, let's see him take it to the flag. There it goes. And he's fouled.
Shove there.
Mistake.
And will it be another card? I don't think it will. It's actually going to be a throw-in.
I mean, you can just do it again. Park it again. Touch it.
Bartoni and Garcia over there. Garcia.
They do it again.
Gets that one for a corner kick. Again, killing some more time here. So they want to get that ball in quickly, does BOHFS.
Some smart play over there on the far side in the corner. It's got to be frustrating for BOHFS not to be able to get their foot on the ball here. And they'll be taking a small touch here again. Park it in the corner.
Bartoni over there. Battle. It's going to slip out of play. It'll be another throw in this time for Ehtar.
I've seen teams work the corner, but they've done a masterful job here.
The ref kind of just letting him do it as well and taking their time.
Can't do it much better. Hand off a throw to another throw. Park it in the corner.
Brought down by Bartoni. And that is going to do it. Ehtar with the victory, 1-0 over BOHFS. They get their first victory over BOHFS. They get a big 3 points. And they now sit at the top of the table.
Just a well-played game, both teams. Not much separating these two teams. One beautiful goal. A couple big stops on both ends by both goaltenders. Some nice play all night. And the fans got treated to a nice match here from a couple of top teams in the league.
That they certainly did. It's a shame they're only going to be able to play each other once this season because of all the new teams in the MWPL's Gateway East. But it just means you're going to get the best of every team every night, knowing how important these points are. And these two teams showed it here tonight. 3 points for Ehtar. They moved to 4-1 on the season. BOHFS suffers their first loss of the year. They dropped to 3-1-2 after 6 games played. And I think we talked about it in the second half, and I don't really see much of a reason to change it. I think the man of the match tonight, Alex Peters.
I agree. Peters had a big night. Never came off one time. Played the full 90-plus. Created opportunity after opportunity and was locked down on defense all night. Schwerin, all he had to do was get into the box and tap it in. So I agree, Michael. You picked the nice man of the match tonight, Peters.
He gets the game-winning assist on the game-winning goal by Jack Schwerin. It's a 1-0 final, Ehtar over BOHFS tonight. I want to thank our camera operator, Sam Murin, for all the great shots he had for us tonight. For my partner, Bob Richards, I'm Michael Wagenknecht. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, come back for their next home match on June 27th against the St. Louis Stars. We'll have it right here for you on Prepcast.com.